Guys, so excited about the final panel guests for today. They're all stars, and they're the power duo, and they go by the names Briana, Buckmaster, and Kim Rhodes. Back girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Back girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Back girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
You know what, you're not...
Well done. I saved it.
You're not gonna do a goddamn thing because we can't touch you.
I know, it's...
You're gonna be like, neener, bad girls, fuck off!
You're gonna get a talking... You're gonna get a stern talking to.
Yes, you are gonna get a piece of my mind.
That sounds worse, man. I'd rather just molest you and get the fucking virus. Hashtag SBN Vegas.
Thank you, we love you.
Enjoy, gentlemen.
Foot five.
The band, everyone. Oh, hello.
Hi.
And we're back. God damn it.
And front.
And front. Oh, good job.
Thanks.
There we go. Kim and I have a new thing that we discovered at the PJ party yesterday. Ready? Hey man, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't get the second half.
It's all right.
It's foot five.
It's okay. Foot five.
Foot five.
We
I just
touched.
licked my microphone by accident.
What? I know. I thought about that. I was like, we're putting things near our face that have just been near other people's. Just don't lick the microphone today.
That's what she said.
She did, and she'll probably say it again.
Listen, is there any youngsters in the audience?
Oh. Nope.
Well,
Wait, I see someone waving.
welcome to your formal education. Okay? I would apologize, but I don't apologize for unnecessary things. And neither should you, youngster. But you don't have to swear if you don't want to. And I want to, so I'm going to. Fuck yeah! I'm wearing a short skirt, and you will see my Britney if I do that again, so I won't. Oh! Did you guys want to ask questions? Oh, I'm just gonna pace. Okay, all right. Hi.
So my question is actually for Kim.
Okay. See you later.
I wanted, sorry.
Yeah, Brianna's going to
I love
answer
you.
it. Yes.
Did you have any stories you could tell us about the vampire scene with the boys as
Oh
vampires?
no, Brianna needs to answer this question. She'd come up with much more exciting answers than I would.
Oh no. Okay, do you guys know the bit where when one of us gets asked a question, the other person answers for them? Yeah. Okay. So I just need to clarify.
Okay,
and
to
I never
clarify,
do
here, I'll give you the backstory. Everybody ignore this for a second. Are you okay?
I thought I had a hair there.
Belly button lint. It's deadly.
I missed one.
That's copious.
Just the one. Just poking out, going to, hey man, hello. Hey, it's lonely down here.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So in a spoiler.
God.
In an alternate future, vampire Jensen ripped my throat out. So, any stories you can tell us about shooting that scene, Kim?
Well, listen. If there's one thing I know about Jensen, is he loves a good veiny neck. Like it's just one of his kinks, you know? And I mean, don't tell him I told you this, because he's a private dude. So, and as you know, as Kim Rhodes, I have a very strong neck, like particularly on each side. So the veins do pop out. So when I heard that I was going to be doing this scene where Dean Ensign?
No, just Dean.
Turns into a vampire.
Oh no, they both turned into vampires.
They were both a vampire. I was, I thought I was perfect for this because of the size of my veins. I thought, oh my gosh, they don't actually have to put any prosthetic veins on. They don't have to do anything because my neck is ripe and ready for a vampire scene. So, this is where it gets funny. So we were in the makeup trailer And Jensen, the thing between me and Jensen, like it's palpable. Palpable. And you guys know how I've told the story lots of times about how Jensen makes my upper lip sweat. Well, now it was his turn. So I'm sitting in makeup and Jensen walks over and is like, hey, Rhodes, what's happening? What's up? And he looks at my neck and he goes, wow. Those are some pretty great makeup veins that they've got on you. And I go, it's not makeup. And you see beads of sweat starting to form on his forehead. And then he just leaves. And I hear him silently weeping outside of the trailer. True story, true story. And I go outside, I go, hey man, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm just having a lot of feelings right now. And me, being the woman I am, I go, do you want to take that to the trailer? Don't tell anybody I told you that, though. Shh, it's a secret. Nothing happened. Don't be weird. We're both married. But he did taste my neck.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your question.
I really love alternate world me. Alternate world me is a lot more fun than this world me.
I don't know, man. I think they're just both, they're different flavors of fun.
That's true.
Different flavors of fun.
I do have one quick story. When you saw me die, what I was hearing was, hey, Dean, get the hot sauce! Thanks, Jensen. I will totally keep my shit together while you're yelling about Sriracha as I die.
That's cute. That's a cute scene, though. I love it.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Alyssa. So my question is, give me a second. Okay, my question is, you guys have known each other for several years now, so I was wondering if you guys could give us your best impersonation of each other.
I just did one.
I was gonna say this.
I just did one. Your turn. Of me or my character? My character's pretty easy.
Both.
Both.
There we go.
Oh! Is that me or Donna?
No, well, I can actually do both. Wait, I'm gonna do Briana doing Donna. Somebody yell cut.
Cut.
So, we gonna get some soup or what?
It's my favorite line. I wish they would write in for Donna. That's what I always do when they're like, can you, fuck around? Okay, so you wanna get some soup or? I like soup. I like chewy soup. I like, watery soup. It's all good, it's good for you, That was very good. I'm not gonna do Kim again, I already did it. But we have known each other for a long time. And more so, being good at impressions, we're very good at knowing each other. We were actually recording episodes of the podcast this morning, and I kept saying things, and Kim would be like, I was just gonna say that. Like it happened 3 or 4 times. So, we're synced up.
We are. That should be the animatic, that moment.
Yeah.
We're like, if we get synced on everything, that'll be really weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't have a uterus anymore.
No.
So.
Just Kim suddenly gets her period going, wow, we're really in sync.
The healing powers of friendship.
Periods. I love it. You guys want to see me moonwalk?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
That's.
Wow, Briana has not been in front of an audience for a long time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Not sorry. Hi, cute hat.
Hello, my beauties. How are you?
Wonderful.
And how are you, lovely?
I'm doing good.
My question is for both of you. It's about the Wayward podcast, which I love listening to. You guys drop such truth bombs that make me think and kind of engage with what you're talking about. And I know that those podcasts, you tend to be very vulnerable and open. And I guess my question is, how do you kind of come down after having those podcasts, after particularly intense like podcast sessions with what you're talking
Snacks
about?
and crying.
You know what, like, snacks for me, for sure. So snacks, crying. I cry sometimes, I do. But my crying is always like, oh no, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's coming, it's coming. Where Kim's like, she can continue a conversation where I have to like stop and pull it together. Both are wonderful ways to emote. But Kim and I, from the get-go, always had a very natural way of communicating and conversing. And it's never, I don't think, ever been a challenge to carry on a conversation. Literally, sometimes our challenges go, let's talk about tape. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's talk about something that we don't know what we're gonna talk about. And we can always find a way to get to an interesting story about it. And that's what's great is like, and I talked to Kim about this, you know, a little while ago where I was like, I feel like I have grown so much through that podcast because it's kind of in a way like therapy because you're just talking shit through and stuff comes up that you don't know is there. And that's kind of the beautiful thing about talk therapy, or if you also have friends that you can do that. Kim's so great at holding space, and that's been such a great part for me about the podcast, but it never occasionally we do things that are heavy, or occasionally like this morning, we didn't have any heavy topics because both of us knew that we had a weekend of work ahead of us, and that can sometimes be a little bit exhausting, but it never feels like I need to cleanse myself. I feel like I am being cleansed from the podcast.
Yeah. I like that. I totally agree. It's there's never any hangover with it. It's like it's talking to one of my best friends. We just happen to be recording it. So there isn't any recovery involved. It's just kind of like we hug each other and then she goes back to her apartment. I mean, it's fine.
Kind of just leave it all there and then what you've talked about and then just kind of keep going on.
Yeah, it's very natural for us, but we're very, like, I mean, speak for myself. I'm a big oversharer and always have been. And there's things that I don't like to, you know, Kim and I, we're very different in the way that we emote. I really do keep, like really big emotions kind of locked down. I prefer to be by myself when I have those, but I do talk about my emotions a lot. I talk about how I'm feeling a lot, and I love that. And so it doesn't feel hard, or it doesn't feel like it's something that needs to be fixed after. It's just life, you know?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I was wondering what the craziest thing you guys have done together is. Like the craziest story you have with one another.
There's that one time we both had cookies at the same time.
Okay, I have two stories. Neither of them are that crazy, but it's just like a testament to like, oh, fuck, okay, shit, okay, great. Is that last year, well, I guess it would be about a year and a half ago now, I got an apartment in LA on a very impulsive whim. Everything kind of lined up magically, and because I'm like this, I went, it's supposed to be. So I got this apartment in LA. And I have been going back and forth for the last, year and a bit. And, but when I got the apartment in LA, I didn't realize I didn't know how I had to pay for it. Like I had money in my bank account, but I live in Canada. And so you can't do direct deposit. You can't give them a Canadian check. And so Kim was with me and she was like, oh, okay, no, I got this, I'll deal with it. So she ended up going, I think, getting like a money order from your bank, and then she signed the lease for me, and she had the key, she had her daughter with her, and she was just like, oh, this is easy, I bail people out of jail all the time. She's just like, she's that person. So when you're like, what's the craziest thing you've done? I was like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy when we don't finish a wheel of brie.
Yes,
You know?
yeah, that was, yeah.
It's like, I don't know, crazy is all in perspective. The other thing that I wanted to tell is the story of when we were in England, and we were gonna go for a walk. And I was standing outside, and okay, well, I'll be you.
Okay, I'll be you.
Okay, you be me.
All right, inside, outside.
Inside, outside. So here's the door, which is made of glass.
Wait, and what did I say?
And she went, how were you not filming that?
I was so mad nobody caught that on tape.
Oh my God, I've never laughed so much. I couldn't believe that I saw that happen. Like in real life. Like I thought she was being funny. Oh, it was so dreamy. It was so good. It got me right in my comedy boner. I love it. So that's it. That's all we got for you. We're just naturally crazy. So. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. You guys are such big inspirations to me, and I wanted to say I love you and thank you. My question is, if Wayward Sisters were to be picked up, what type of storylines do you think it would have taken on?
Well, Jody and Donna would not be in the kitchen making soup, which is what I think the CW wanted for us to do. Yeah. I don't know that. I don't know that, but that's what it felt like at some point. But there were some they had written an outline for season 1 and potentially season 2.
Oh, it's not happening. We can tell them.
Oh, tell them. Yeah. I don't remember. The vampire thing?
We're gonna be a vampire.
I was gonna get turned into a vampire.
Donna was gonna get turned into a vampire.
That'd be crazy. And then I go straight to Kim's neck.
It's very veiny, I hear, from me.
It's not veiny at all. You have a beautiful neck.
It's wrinkly.
It's not wrinkly. No.
It is.
Yeah. Well, when you do that, you
photo op. Like every time I make the mistake of looking at photo ops, I'm doing this.
You are not.
Yeah, that's my laugh. I used to begrudge it, and I was like, oh, look at all my chins, and I'm like, fuck it, look how happy I am. Enjoy your laugh face.
Yeah, so I think that was going to be a fun
thing.
That was a good one. To see how do you retain your Donna-ness as you are a vampire.
And that's always the fun thing about a character like Donna, because she is a heightened character, and she was built as a comedic character. She hasn't done comedic episodes as of the past few seasons, but it's great to have, and you got to do that a little bit when you turned into a demon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that is so fun for actors to just play just teeny elements of their character, like their character within someone. Like, it's such a great challenge when you're playing, one character for such a long period of time. So that would have been really fun, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Soraya. And I just want to say that I really, really love you guys. And my question was, so like in some of the other panels that I've watched, like Briana said that Jensen, when you guys eat food or something and you spit in the bucket, he lets you spit first, and then he does it. Or like Kim, when you told the stories of when you first met them and you like got really nervous. I was wondering, what are some other things that they do on set that still makes you nervous or makes you feel butterflies inside?
Breathing.
Okay.
Being tall. Walking, sitting, saying stuff.
Bending over. That's it for me. Just otherwise, I'm like, whatever. I don't give a shit. Look at those dorks.
They are
so stupid. Jets, you drop something. Oh.
Are you done? guys, all of them, that make you feel all the Twitter-pated, carbonated things, are not where they are in life because they were anointed and set there. We don't respond to them because of their position. They have their position because they all rolled 10 in the D&D world charisma.
Wow,
They have earned our reaction to them. They are good, wonderful, strong, beautiful, funny, amazing human beings. And that affects other human beings.
and that's the truth about,
That's
the truth about them, but also the
people.
humankind is like, there are a lot of attractive actors in the world, but they are so fucking charming. And they're just so good at what they do. And my favorite is watching how they treat the crew and how they treat day players. Like how they treat people that they don't know who are guests on their show. And I live in Vancouver, and so lots of my friends end up being on their show. Somebody that works on my cartoon just played a role on the show in episode 17. And he said the same thing. He was like, oh man, he worked with Jensen. He's like, he's such a good guy. We just talked about, he has twins, Jensen has twins. And I was just like, it doesn't matter. Nobody goes on set and goes, oh, those fuckers. Just me. They're such good guys. They're cute, but the good in them is better.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ivana.
Hi.
You guys are very inspirational, and especially on social media, you post a lot of body positivity. And I've been on a journey for over a year and a half. And one thing I want to ask you is, if you have one thing you want to leave behind to tell all the people out there with like looking at their body or anything about that, what would you like to say?
The journey to love your body is not a simple one. It is not a through line straight from beginning to end. It is a journey. So there are mountains, there are hills, there are oceans, there are storms. And the key, I think, to know is your body is yours forever. And it is our goal to make peace with it, however way we can. You know, and so I feel like if you are inspired by things that I say that brings me so much joy, I'm inspired by lots of people, especially on social media. They're strangers and they have no idea they're inspiring me, because people right now I feel like are growing strong and are growing the confidence to really show up and really let themselves be seen, me included. You know, I don't hide my belly rolls as much as I used to. I wear short skirts and, you know, I don't want you to see my vagina, but the rest of it, I don't really care, you know? Where, you know, a couple years ago, society would have frowned upon that shit. So what's glorious now is that there are opportunities for all of us to see versions of ourselves out in the wild, being seen, being loved, being cherished, being naked, if people want to be. So I think that if there's any way, even if it is finding inspiration on social media, to make peace with your body, do it. Because it's not going anywhere. It's not. And man, oh man, does life get so much better when you start being friends with yourself. Okay?
I have something to add. Go fucking figure. I think I am so willing to allow my definition of worth be what's defined through eyes of fear. If someone's frightened, they will look at me and they will see something to be afraid of and they will not like me. So you asked what I would like to leave. What I would like to leave is my willingness to see you with love and know that you are worth that love. And I will hold you until you can believe that about yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. You guys are just superheroes in a way to me. Not just your characters, but how you guys present yourselves up here. You're just super women. And
About to take off my clothes. Does that help?
that's fine.
Ooh, look at that fucking white t-shirt. Sex on a stick. Thank you.
My
Okay, continue.
question is, there's so many roles now opening up for women as superheroes. Finally, we're getting movies like Wonder Woman and Birds of Prey and Black Widow. If you guys could play a role, like a superhero role, which one would you want to play?
Fuck, you guys are asking hard questions today. It's like you can't touch anybody or something. I don't know. Kim, you're better. I don't know superheroes. You know them because Tabby loves them.
I'm so salty. I have edited so far 8 responses to her question because they're all just too fucking salty about being a 50-year-old lady in Hollywood. Fuck you. I would play Furiosa's goddamn mother is what I would play, and I would rock that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Or move to Oregon and have blueberry bushes. That's also an option these days. Feeling fucking great about my life in Hollywood.
I don't know. Like, again, I don't know the superhero world that well, even though I see all the movies, but I usually have a glass of wine while I see the movies, and I go, who's that? Who's that?
Oh,
who's that?
I know,
Who's
okay.
that?
So are you a Marvel girl?
So she'll answer for
I'm
me.
going to assign her, she would be Spider-Woman. The pregnant Spider-Woman, who's Spider-Gwen's like mentor. You agree? I think she's like smart ass and like, the fuck is everybody's problem? Fix this shit.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
in.
Is that
Who do we call?
Jess? What's her name? Jess? Someone help me. I refuse to believe I know more about Marvel heroines than anyone else in this room.
No,
Help me out.
I don't know,
What's her
Kim.
action?
You know a lot.
Spider-Woman, it's my daughter's fault.
I know.
That's all we read are Marvel.
I love it.
Jessica Drew.
Who said that?
Thank you.
Who said that?
There we go. Thank you, yes.
Did you Google it? Did you know that?
No. And do you agree with my
Be
assessment?
ashamed of yourself. Why are you cowering? I'm proud of you. That's
I think
all.
you would be, I think you'd be a good...
You're like a little her.
Yeah. Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman from one of the other... There's many, many spiders.
Spider-Women?
Yes, there are many spiders.
Oh, jeez.
Many, many universes, many, many
Lord.
spiders.
Well, that's good. You could fuck it up in one universe and then just hop over to another one.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Oh,
Kim?
sweet.
Yes.
I think Jessica Jones, something like Jessica Jones would be amazing for the two of you guys to be in.
So what I wish, who is it that has, it's Hellcat, who has her placement. So what she does is she takes people with superpowers who don't want to be superheroes and finds them jobs in the world. It's her temp agency, Patsy, help me out. Patsy Parker's
You got
temporary
this.
agency.
You got this.
None of you fucking care. We'd be superheroes.
There, you have your answers. Don't make us work harder. Okay? This is Vegas.
Thank you.
We're gonna go hang out with some male strippers later. No, we're not. I'm not paying for that shit. Hi.
It's frightening. I'm just gonna say for a second, I may be one of the few, but I don't like that waved in my face.
I do.
Stop it. It reminds me of those videos where they're interrupted with a slap, and I don't.
Oh, I love it. It's like a cat toy.
You're doing it for exactly the different reasons. Stop it!
Where are we going?
I only have 5s on me. Leave me alone. What's your
Hello.
question, sweetheart?
Wow.
Hello. I was about to say you should move to Oregon, but actually you would be walking into a lot of spider webs in Oregon
I'm okay with
in a
that.
couple of months. Okay.
I'm from Oregon.
Okay.
I know what I'd be getting into.
Okay. This is kind of a weird question, maybe.
Bring it.
Have you guys, what's the most embarrassing or hilarious dream you've ever had about people on the show or being on the show?
Okay, I've got one for you. I actually have one of those dreams.
I'm really bad at remembering dreams.
We didn't, it was a situation where this person and I were about to have sex. We had all of our clothes on, but it was like, this is
You're
happening.
not gonna say who it was?
Oh, I will, hang on.
Okay.
That's the problem, I want it to be super sexy and then I'll tell you who it was.
Okay.
And so we were about to have sex, and then this person was called to set, and I was like, oh, that's a shame. I really wanted to fuck that person. And it was so intense that I woke up and went, I don't feel comfortable around this person anymore. I have to text this person and tell them why I'm gonna be really, really weird around them. Because I had a dream that we were about to have sex, and Adam Fergus has never fucking let me forget it.
I don't know how to tell you all the ways you went wrong.
All of them. I went wrong in all of the ways.
Number one was telling him.
It was when that boy gets 18 drinks in him.
Oh, yeah.
Like who's keeping
So
track?
he had a little buzz on. Those Irishmen. They're like,
it's like,
no, I'm fine.
that's true. I'm uncomfortable with this. He's like, I know.
That was the lure. Ew.
I need an adult.
No, I'm literally very bad. Have I told you about any dreams, Kim, that you can remember?
I have no memory either.
No, I'm so bad at remembering dreams. I literally am so bad. But probably have had sex in my head with everybody on the circuit. So let's go with that.
Can I ask if Kim could make up a dream for you to have?
I have broken bones. This might hurt something.
No.
Well.
Oh, Jesus.
As you know, there are now 4 male leads on the show. And it's no coincidence that I have 4 limbs. I'm just gonna leave the rest to your imagination.
I would have to be on my
Toes spread.
That's true. Who would get the toes, though? That's gonna
It's
leave
a dream.
mark.
Everybody fits everywhere.
I live it. I love it. Well done. I'm gonna try that out later. See what happens. It is Vegas. Hello, my love.
Hi, you babes of badassery.
It takes one to know one.
You've had the enviable position of being in the backseat of Baby.
Have we ever?
Well, would you please share
Oh, yeah.
those moments with us?
Well, the backseat squeaks, number one. I'm sure there's some reason for that. The springs got worn out. Go ahead.
I don't know if you remember this, but I do. I was in the front seat of Baby. So I'm sitting with Jensen. It's fine. And he had to pull into his spot, but he also got to keep reversing back. There's a lot of this.
That's what she said.
A lot of what?
Leave me alone, shut up, fuck off. So I got in, and me, being the good, responsible actor that I am, said, I got this seatbelt I couldn't make the seatbelt do the clicky thingy. And so without thinking, I went, how does this work? Here, you're me. This is Jensen.
Oh,
No, but see, here's the thing. I wasn't actually thinking, I was worried about my seatbelt. So we got it, and he figured, and he put it, he went, and he got it, and then I took a deep breath, because then I realized what had just happened. And he goes, you know, I don't think that's ever been fastened before.
Doesn't get any sexier than that.
So I may have the honor of being the first person in the front seat who used their seatbelt. Safety first, ladies and gentlemen.
Safety first.
How we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, because Supernatural's ending and Wayward Sisters is maybe not getting made, you know, what are the other future projects?
What have you done? What have you done?
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Spoiler
sorry to break
alert.
the news.
She's Louisa's.
Jesus Christ. It's just like how we found out the series wasn't picked up.
I mean, I did.
Tell me more.
Well, I was kind of hoping for Wayward Sisters, but you know. But
I know.
What other future projects would you be drawn to? What kind of stories do you want to tell next?
I would like to be paid for working. This is the thing, I mean, I know you're asking like a really beautiful, lovely question, and I'm about to tear it apart. So, is that I will speak for myself, I am not in a position where I get to be terribly choosy. So right now, especially with the series ending, I don't know, it's different for women in the industry. If you're above a certain age, if you're above a certain size, there are a very limited amount of roles that you are right for. Now, I do feel like that landscape is changing. There is so much content now, and I am a very optimistic person, so I still go out. I think I've auditioned more this pilot season than I ever have in my entire life. And there's a lot of good, interesting stuff for women over the age of 40 right now, which I've never seen or heard. Yeah. Now, that being said, they're not hiring 40-year-old women to play those roles. But, you know, eventually maybe those age gaps will start to close. But point being is, I would love to play a character that is not a strong character, is not a vulnerable character. I would just like to play a woman that's going through life, who's trying to fucking figure it out and has journeys and adventures and bullshit to deal with on the way, because I can't stand this trend of pigeonholing women and female roles, saying that you are one or the other and that's it. Women are complex, they are complicated, and we need to be writing them as thus.
That too is my final answer.
Yes, great, wonderful. Hi.
Hi. My favorite work of Kim's is the Chevy commercial that you did several years ago for this.
I saw that. It's beautiful. That was like the first time we worked together. You had a video of it. I was like, holy shit, we got an actor in the house.
Amazing. My question is, how do you leave work at work?
I'm stretching my back. I promise I'm not doing anything weird, but yes, continue.
How do you not bring it home to your family, and how, you know what I mean? That was a very emotional role. How do you leave that at work?
It's weirdly true. You cannot survive as an actor if you ingest everything that you are embodying. I certainly couldn't. I don't know. It's really, honestly, I'm sorry. Maybe this isn't why I don't know. But I'm just pretending really hard. And so it's like a child who puts on an outfit and slays dragons and dies and screams and then comes in and has a PB&J. it's really not much different for a 50-year-old lady who goes in and, now I will say, the hardest thing I ever had to do was be on Criminal Minds. Like, I can do the emotional stuff and leave that there, but having to go in and be a cold-ass biatch to such lovely human beings, every time they called cut, I was like, I'm so sorry. The script made me say it. I'm really sorry. So that I would take home and like, God, I hope they don't think I'm really this character. But that's my insecurities, and I get to live with that and kind of go, oh, sweet little Kim, look at you doing the thing. I've never really had a problem taking home the emotional stuff. There also was, like, there's the period of time, I don't know if you ever went through this, where you're prone to what we called showmances, especially in theater. Anybody know this term? Yes. It's when you're doing a show and you have a romance and you think it's real, and as soon as the show is over, you're like, oh, what have I done? Ah, shit. So there is definitely, like, the body doesn't know you're just pretending. So if I'm playing a love scene with someone for a really long time, it starts to seem like this might be a good idea. But once you're older than 23, you generally can recognize that as just pretend as well, and you're pretending with somebody else. So no, it's been a long time since I had to have an exorcism of a character. Thank you, and thank you for that. I love that commercial too. That was hard work. And when the sun hits you, that's when you let the tear fall. That was actually my direction. We were driving, the sun was rising, they wanted me to bring a tear in my right eye. And when we went past the mountain, so the sun hit my face, the tear needed to fall. And I fucking did it. Yeah, I'm sorry,
I was gonna say, just imagine what it's like for people doing sex scenes.
Yeah.
Just a little to the left. No, I wasn't gonna go there. Hi.
Hi. I'm Hannah, and first of all, Kim, those are the greatest pants I've ever seen.
Thank you! We actually did a podcast inspired by these pants. Yep. Savannah Hoffman Boutique. I sent up a Facebook thing that said, I really need a job because I can't afford to buy clothes for this year's con circuit. And she said, I can't put you in a show, but here's a box of clothing. So you are going to see Minnie, Savannah, and also, yes, I have a couple of gifts that you'll see this year with grand finales and fanfare and other fan words.
So my question was, if you guys could star in either a show that has like finished or is current or is like way in the past, you could choose your dream role from anything, what would it be?
Good Omens.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to breathe air with those people. I don't care what I play.
Do you know what? I don't know why I'm thinking this, probably because I just watched the British version of it, but I would love to be in The Office. I just am like, remember when The Office was new, that style of comedy? The multi-camera style, that mockumentary style? I would love to be in something like that, just to play those subtleties. I would love to do something very different from what I'm doing right now. Final answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Erin. I listen to your podcast a lot. I really enjoy it. Recently you had an appearance in LA, kind of like a live podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't make it to that one, but is that something that we can look forward to seeing more often?
We sure hope so.
We're working on it.
Yes.
We are working hard on it. By we, I mean our new agent.
Yay.
Yes.
And part two, Kim, listening to the stories that you tell about your life, growing up and everything, I just wanted to let you know I really identify with that. And even though I'm about 10 years younger than you, I really feel it's nice to not be alone in the insecurities and the vulnerability and stuff that you display. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the point of it all, right?
What?
Is doing this, we aren't alone. That's what Wayward really did for us, is I was very used to this being a solitary experience in life, and then you fuckers showed up. Open arms.
Ruined it.
And we loved you, and we felt supported and loved, and then we felt like returning that support and love, and fuck off.
Well said.
Thank you. Thank you. I am nothing if not a tender, compassionate, and well-bred lady.
And we'll leave them with that. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much. Kim Rhodes, Briana Buckmaster.